What's going on, guys? 6-3 here. Today I'm going to talk about the new Reaper's Run Mercenary Voyage, what you need to know about it, the most efficient way to get it done, and make the most gold from your voyage. Starting off, you want to make sure you have plenty of supplies, as putting up the Reaper's mark flag obviously increases the likelihood you're going to get into combat, which can sometimes be a battle of attrition, and you don't want to sink simply because you failed to bring enough planks to the fight. Either have people jump off the ship as you pass barrels, or stop by an inactive fort and load the rowboat up with planks, bananas, and cannonballs, and gunpowder barrels so you're prepared for whatever comes your way. When you're ready, you can buy the Reaper's Run Voyage of Wanderer's Refuge from Duke in the tavern and get on your way. Now, the safest way to get the Reaper's Run voyages done would be to just get into a PvE server and have all 6 ships on the server in an alliance. Therefore, you don't have to worry about any other players trying to sink you or those pesky random explosions on your boat while you're digging up treasure. Just know, if you do want to start an alliance, you must do so before putting up the Reaper's Mark flag, as trying to form an alliance after you've started the Reaper's Mark voyage will change your flag temporarily, and you will not get credit for completing the voyage for the bilge commendation. Once you're in an alliance, you can change your flag to the Reaper's Mark no problem, start your voyage, and get credit while being in an alliance. That being said, you should not be putting up your Reaper's flag until you actually get to Wanderer's Refuge Island. All of the Reaper's voyages start there, and it will not only give you a chance to get there, scope out the area, and potentially form an alliance before you start, but you won't have to traverse the map and gather supplies with the Reaper's flag up, making you a target for much longer if you leave the outpost with the Reaper's flag up. There are 5 chapters to the Reaper's Mark voyage, with chapters 1, 3, and 5 being treasure digs on Wanderer's Refuge Island, and chapters 2 and 4 being a riddle on Discovery Ridge and Plunder Valley. The first step will have you dig up 3 chests, the third step will have you dig up 6 chests, and the last step will have you dig up 9 chests. While your strategy for completing the voyage will largely depend on the enemy player situation in the area, in order to be the most efficient, if you are on the brig or galleon, after digging up the initial chests, drop off one person and a rowboat to the island with the riddle and let them solve it while the rest of the crew heads back to Wanderer's Refuge. As soon as they start digging up the riddle chest, the rest of the crew can begin digging the 6th part of the voyage, and the crew member who was doing the first riddle can take the rowboat to the other island, since that is where the second riddle quest will be. As soon as the 6th chest is dug, they can immediately start the second riddle, and then the crew can complete the 9 chest dig while the riddle crew member takes the rowboat back to the galleon, or just hides the loot and takes a mermaid back, and the crew can pick up the hidden chests when they are done. When on a sloop, you need to weigh your options. If you don't see many other ships around and are willing to make a small sacrifice, you can drop off one crew member for the riddle chests and have them mermaid back as soon as they hit the first dig, or leave yourself as soon as you find it. The more time spent away from your ship, or time with the Reaper up as a sloop, the higher the likelihood your ship will be boarded or sunk, as sloops with the Reaper's Mark will often be chased, since the enemy pirates know there is likely loot on board, and there's a max of 2 people on board, and they are easy to overpower. This way, whether you are by yourself or with one crewmate on a sloop, the majority of your time will be spent on Wanderer's Refuge, where you can dig up the majority of your chests and keep a close eye on your ship. If there are other ships in the area, whether they have the Reaper's Mark up or not, you will want to consider more frequently turning in your loot, or going on the offensive and sinking the opposing ship before they get the opportunity to sink you. The longer you hoard your loot, you can be sure the other ships are keeping track of you being at the island, gathering loot, making yourself a better target with each chest you dig up. This being said, when on the islands, make sure you're being very observant of the ground, as with the new update, loot will hang around on the islands for a much longer period of time, and other crews who are only interested in the voyage completion and not the loot itself may not actually dig up their treasure, and you can dig theirs up as well, potentially offering significantly more chests, as they will all be captain's chests. If all goes well, you should be able to complete a Reaper's Run voyage in about 30 minutes with a full galleon. This time obviously goes up with a smaller crew size, and with other ships also trying to complete the same voyage and not willing to share the space. Golden Sands will be your closest outpost to the northwest, but just know that although it is the closest, it's also the most likely place for someone to be waiting to steal your entire ship's worth of captain's chests. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave me a like, and most importantly, don't fear the Reaper.